Have you ever been in a situation where a girl flirts with you and then suddenly she disappears? It's confusing, right? One minute you're locking eyes across a crowded room, the next, you're staring at your phone wondering if your last text was really that bad. Well, today we're going to uncover the real reasons behind this mysterious behavior. And trust me, it's not what you think. We've all been there, feeling like we missed a step somewhere, or worse, did something wrong. But before you start questioning your entire existence, take a deep breath. Because today, we're diving deep into the world of dating and relationships to understand those vanishing acts. So buckle up, grab your favorite beverage, and get ready to unravel the mystery of when she flirts and vanishes. Reason 1. Navigating the initial excitement. Okay, picture this. You meet someone new. The conversation is flowing. You're laughing, maybe even sneaking in a few lingering touches. The chemistry? Off the charts. You're thinking, this could be it, and that's great. Feeling that initial spark is one of the best parts of meeting someone new. But here's the thing about sparks. They can be fleeting. Sometimes that initial excitement and connection can feel overwhelming, even a little bit scary. Think about it like finding a fantastic new recipe. The first time you try it, it's amazing, right? But then you start thinking, can I really recreate this deliciousness? The pressure's on. And just like that recipe, sometimes the fear of things not living up to that initial high can make someone hit the brakes. It's not necessarily about you, but more about them trying to navigate those early stages of attraction and connection. Some people dive headfirst into those initial feelings, while others might need a little more time to process and adjust. So, if someone seems to pull back after an initially strong connection, it doesn't necessarily mean they're not interested. It could just be their way of processing those new and exciting emotions. Reason 2. Fear of letting someone in. All right, let's talk about vulnerability, shall we? Opening yourself up to someone can be terrifying. It's like trying a new hairstyle, you know? You're hoping for the best, but there's always that little voice whispering, what if it looks terrible? When you start to let someone in, you're taking a risk. You're putting your heart on the line, and that can be scary, especially if you've been hurt before. If someone's been hurt before, they might be more cautious about opening up again. So if someone suddenly pulls away, it might be their way of protecting their heart. Reason 3. When personal issues cast a shadow. Now let's get real for a second. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, is it? Sometimes life throws you curveballs. You know, those unexpected events that knock you off your feet and leave you wondering which way is up? It could be anything from a stressful job to family issues, health concerns, or even just feeling overwhelmed by the daily grind. And when you're dealing with personal stuff, it can be tough to put your best foot forward in a relationship, or even just in dating in general. Think about it. When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, the last thing you want to do is go out and be on. Sometimes you just need to put on your comfy pajamas, curl up on the couch with a good book or movie, and just be. So if someone suddenly disappears from your life, it's not always a sign that they're not interested. It could be that they're going through something personal, something that requires their full attention. And you know, it might not even be something they feel comfortable sharing, at least not right away. We all have our own battles to fight, our own mountains to climb. So give people the benefit of the doubt. Reason 4. The influence of others. Okay, let's talk about the peanut gallery, shall we? You know, those friends and family members who always have an opinion on your love life. They mean well, I'm sure, but sometimes their advice can be, well, let's just say interesting. And sometimes those outside influences can play a role in someone's decision to pull away from a potential romance. It's like when you're trying to choose an outfit for a big event, and you ask everyone you know for their opinion. Suddenly you've got 10 different perspectives, and you end up more confused than ever. The same thing can happen in dating. Someone might be head over heels for you, but then their best friend chimes in with, "Are you sure about this one? They seem a little..." And you can fill in the blank. Or maybe their family has a different vision for their future, one that doesn't necessarily include you. And let's be honest, sometimes those outside voices can be pretty persuasive. Reason 5. The art of misdirection when playing hard to get backfires. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, playing hard to get. It's a tactic as old as time, and let's be honest, we've all probably tried it at some point, right? But here's the thing about playing hard to get. It's a delicate dance. One wrong step, and you could end up tripping over your own 2 feet. Think of it like a game of tag. You want to be chased, but you don't want to make it impossible for the other person to catch you. The goal is to create a little bit of mystery, a little bit of intrigue, not to build a fortress around your heart. But sometimes, in the quest to appear cool, calm, and collected, people accidentally send the wrong signals. They might ignore texts, cancel dates, or play it so aloof that the other person starts to think, you know what, I'm not interested in playing games. And just like that, the opportunity for a connection fizzles out. Timing is everything. Similarly, in relationships, it's all about finding that sweet spot between showing interest and maintaining a sense of independence. Because let's face it, no one wants to feel like they're chasing after someone who's not interested. It's exhausting. So if you're thinking about playing hard to get, proceed with caution. Remember, a genuine connection is far more rewarding than any game. Reason 6, the fast lane to nowhere, fear of moving too quickly. Let's talk about pacing, shall we? We live in a world of instant gratification where everything moves at warp speed. But when it comes to relationships, sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Think about it. When you're getting to know someone new, it's like reading a good book. You don't want to skip to the last page, right? You want to savor each chapter, each plot twist, each moment that brings you closer to the characters and their story. And just like a good book, relationships take time to develop. Rushing things can lead to misunderstandings, unrealistic expectations, and ultimately, disappointment. Similarly, in relationships, it's important to build a strong foundation of trust, communication, and shared experiences before you start making grand plans for the future. So if someone seems hesitant to move too quickly, it doesn't necessarily mean they're not interested. It could just be their way of saying, hey, let's pump the brakes a little and enjoy the journey. Reason 7. Facing the truth. Sometimes it's just not there. Okay, it's time for a little tough love, but I promise it comes from a good place. Sometimes the simplest explanation is the truth. They might have lost interest. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means that you weren't the right fit for them, and that's okay. Think about it. Have you ever been super excited about a new song, listened to it on repeat for days, and then suddenly you just weren't into it anymore? It happens. Our tastes change, our priorities shift, and that's a natural part of life. The same goes for relationships. Someone might be initially drawn to you, but then, for whatever reason, the spark fades. And as much as it stings, sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to accept that and move on. Similarly, in relationships, sometimes you have to let go of what's no longer serving you to create space for something new and amazing to enter your life. Decoding the disappearance. Finding clarity and moving forward. So, the next time you find yourself puzzled by a girl's sudden disappearance, remember these points. It's not always about you. Sometimes it's about their own fears and issues. They might be navigating past hurts, dealing with personal struggles, or simply trying to find their own footing in the unpredictable world of dating. Give them the benefit of the doubt, but also trust your gut. If someone is consistently sending mixed signals or making you feel unsure of where you stand, it's okay to walk away and create space for someone who's ready to meet you with the same level of enthusiasm and commitment. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who's excited to be with you, someone who's willing to put in the effort to build a lasting connection. So, keep your head up, your heart open, and stay tuned for more insights on navigating the wonderful, wacky world of relationships. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.